trying to grow hair for years, but I can't even grow any in. I think as you get older in our family, the hair starts to, you know, fill into your head, but you know, it's not an extremely heavyweight knife. If you can't appreciate a view like this, then you're absolutely out of your mind, because this is beautiful. If you hear a crack, 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 get the out of the way. What's up? So I'm hiking in a new area today in the Los Padres National Forest. Just up here for another day hike. Beautiful, gorgeous pine trees, about 8,300 foot elevation, so it should be fun. You can hear that wind just whisping through the pine trees. Such a peaceful sound. A lot better than the city streets where you hear cars honking and slamming on brakes. Wish I could get out here more often. I'm actually pretty lucky that I live close to these areas. I can get up here in, you know, less than a quarter tank of gas, and I'm glad I have weekends off, so it gives me time to actually do stuff like this. I might not be able to forever, but enjoy it while I can, because there's a lot of people that don't have that option in life, and especially not in this kind of landscape. I'll take it. Well, this weather's so much different from the last day hike I was on. It's about 75 degrees out here. Tons of shaded areas, pine cones all over the place on the ground. I'm glad I came up here because I've never been in this area before, but I think I might be coming back again. Love getting up towards 7,000, 8,000 elevation. It's so much different than, you know, the lower elevations. If you ever get a chance, try it. One of the only things that is kind of dreadful up here is the bugs, but so far not a bug on this mug. Now I thought I might do a little bit of a cutting test, carving test on some wood with the Spyderco Endura 4, just to kind of see how it does, how it cuts. Good if you wanted to make kindling, or I don't know, maybe make a spear out of wood, or make survival shelter. It's not going to replace a wilderness knife or a good survival knife, but I think it cuts pretty well for what it is. It's got a sharp edge, lock's holding up pretty good. You know, it's not an extremely heavyweight knife, but if you wanted to make kindling, do simple cut tasks like that, I think it worked pretty well. Now if I held this up to my knee like this and hold back on it, it'd work better, but just wanted to do a quick cut test. So far I'm really liking this knife. I just put a review out on it. Should be uploaded by now, but so far I'm liking it. Endura 4 full flat grind. Definitely cuts well. I think I've established that. But in case you guys were wondering, totally doable. Of course, this is some dried up wood, but definitely cuts it. Still razor sharp.
If you cut the bark off of this, careful not to, oh well, careful not to cut your finger, and you smell it. It smells like vanilla. A sweet smell. It's kind of cool.
As you can see, up here with my dad again. It's kind of fun if you have someone that likes to get out and do the same type of stuff. Keeps you motivated to do stuff like this, but you kind of see the family resemblance. We both got bald heads. I've been trying to grow hair for years, but I can't even grow any in. I think as you get older in our family, the hair starts to, you know, fill into your head, but you know, I haven't been able to grow hair yet. I'm trying, but just ain't happening. One of the most rewarding sounds is the wind wisping through the trees. Now, we were just in the pine forest, but once you live in the desert, almost no matter where you hike, you always come back to the desert landscape, even if you're over 8,000 feet in elevation gain. That's kind of trippy to me, but that's alright. It adds its own little beauty with a pine forest in the background. Definitely don't want to be standing there when that tree finally decides to break loose. If you hear a crack, 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 get the out of the way. I'm going to use the feet I'm walking on as much as I can for as long as I can, because you never know what could happen. That's my advice to you guys. If you can do it, get outside and enjoy beautiful places like this, because it's definitely worth it. Believe it or not, there's still no bugs on this mug. I'm trying to make it interesting, guys. I don't know how much you guys like these trips, but it's a lot of fun for me. I really like the editing process and just kind of reliving the adventures and the memories. It's kind of a fun thing to do. If you can find the time. You know, I got a pretty busy life myself. I work full time, go to school part time, and I have other part-time jobs as well. And yes, I said jobs, not just one. So it's a little hard to fit it in sometimes, but make it work as much as possible. At least I got something to memorize all these hikes and adventures one day, and if I have kids ever, could show it to them. So if you ever get a chance to do something like this, I recommend it. Just don't get too stressed about it. Don't let it control your life, because it definitely can. If you can't appreciate a view like this, then you're absolutely out of your mind, because this is beautiful. Such depth to the landscape and the mountains surrounding us. Just a great view. This is in the Los Padres National Forest in Southern California. If anybody wants to check it out, it's a great place to hike. Not too steep or challenging, so just about anybody can do it. And you can drive straight up to the start of the hike, and you can get pretty high up in elevation. So check it out if you're in the area. Well, it's been kind of a unique trip since I haven't been to this area before. I really like it. I think I'm going to come back as often as I can. Appreciate you guys for coming along and enjoying it with me. And I'll see you guys next time.